So the LeEco Cool1 Dual, the Redmi Note 4 and the Redmi Pro, which one of these should you buy? Now there's three different mobiles that all have a very similar build to them and they have a similar spec, so all have 1080p screens. Now there's a difference in the technology. We have an IPS panel and OLED. Now the OLED screen is probably the better one because it has deeper blacks and slightly nicer colors. It's a little bit more punchy, the display. So I would say the Redmi Pro wins when it comes to display. Now front facing cameras, we have a 8 megapixel, 5 megapixel, and 5 megapixel. Now the front facing camera on the Redmi Pro is probably the worst of the lot. I would rate these two as being about equal there. And in terms of build quality, so the build of them, I would say that the Cool1 is actually the winner. I do like it. It has a Type-C port on the bottom. It just feels a little more solid. And we do have the dual camera setup like the Redmi Pro and the fingerprint reader on the rear. And now we have the Redmi Note 4, which has a fingerprint reader on the rear and a very similar build to the Redmi Pro. So the Redmi Pro, that has a dual camera setup just like the Cool1 Dual. Type-C port on the bottom, and this has USB, micro USB 2. Now they also support quick charging, but they don't include the quick chargers, so you have to use a certified quick charger and you can get faster charging speeds on them. So I just wanted to quickly show you the benchmarks you saw just in the beginning. So the obvious winner was the Redmi Pro because that has a Helio X25 in it, even though the Cool1 Dual has the X25 in it there. I have to wake that up again, that one's fallen asleep. There we go. You see that the scores, okay, there's a big difference there when it comes to Antutu. And there's a difference with the ROM, so have MIUI and then EUI with the LeEco. Now the biggest difference is battery life that you may have just seen. So this one can get almost 11 hours, which is a score that is similar to that of the Snapdragon 650 Xiaomi Redmi 3 Pro. So 11 hours of working time. Both of these ones here get around 9 hours in the PC Mark score with all of its displays calibrated to 200 nits of brightness. Now, if I was going to pick a winner, which one I think is personally the best phone for my own needs, then I wouldn't look at the benchmarks. Benchmarks are, of course, everything. Now, we do have different UIs on them. The Xiaomi's have MIUI 8. This one has EUI 5.8, and they have slight differences, but they all seem to perform well. There's not too many problems with that. So for me, the winner is this one right here, which is the Cool1 Dual. And that's because of the working battery life it can get, almost 11 hours in the PC Mark score, where these ones here get close to about 8 hours. 8 hours, close to 9, if I can find the screenshot. There we go. So that gets about 9 hours. It's the same on the Redmi Note 4. And the build quality I find on the Cool1 Dual just to be slightly better. It does have one downside too. The loudspeaker is the poorest out of these three here. But I don't listen to music with the loudspeaker, and the ringtones, it's loud enough for me to hear it, which is the main thing. Thank you so much for watching this video, and hopefully I will catch you back in the channel with more reviews on tablets, mobile phones, laptops, and other tech. Bye for now.